Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative is speaking to Krista Tcherneva about Kitz, which is available now on Netflix. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm really excited.
It's so exciting. I mean, people know you play Pippa on Kitz, which dropped recently on Netflix. You're also a model as well. When did that kind of start for you? When did you know that acting and modeling was something you wanted to do?
That's a very good question. I still don't know. No, I'm kidding. So actually, I grew up with acting because my mother and my grandpa used to be. My grandpa used to be an actor. He doesn't live anymore, unfortunately. But my mom is an actress, and ever since I can think, I was connected with acting and seeing my mom in different roles, which was super exciting and kind of weird sometimes when she was with other men and not with my dad. And for example, there was one situation back then when my mom was shot in a movie and she died and fell into a lake. And I was like crying because I simply couldn't understand exactly what does it mean and why it's like that. And so long story short, I always knew I wanted to do that because I was always connected to it. And of course, there were some different times when I was like, okay, I'm going to study medicine. I'm going to do something that's
of course
more serious and to focus on that. But somehow it just pulled me. And then I got an audition out of nowhere for a very exciting project in Germany. And I was under the last two girls for the role, and I was super close that I get it, and I didn't got it, but anyway, I loved it, and I loved doing castings, and I did my first movie when I was 11 years old with my mom, actually.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then I did school properly, and after I finished high school, I started with modeling, traveling, modeling, and then I went back into acting as well.
Absolutely. Do you like doing both? Do they complement each other? Because they're both different in a lot of regards.
Really, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like acting is more deeper, of course, because you're preparing much longer for a role. You have to learn the lines. You have to really be interactive with other people, and the modeling thing is super spontaneous, which I love about it, because I'm getting a call and tonight maybe I have to jump on a plane and go somewhere, and this is for me great because I'm a super spontaneous person and I love doing exactly that. And this is the cool thing about the modeling. It's like super fast and with a lot of traveling as well, and but it's, of course, it's two different jobs. You can't put them into one box, for sure.
No, absolutely. And we're talking about Kitz on Netflix. I mean, it's one of those things, too. It's so exciting. I mean, Netflix is just a global powerhouse. So many shows from all around the world, and so many people get to see it. How's it been? You know, it's on Netflix now. The trailer drops. It just looks so amazing. Like, it's so stunning. You know what I mean? But how's it been for you, kind of seeing the reaction, the reception that gets out there, and a lot of people have a chance to see it?
That was crazy because when we start shooting, like it was 1.5 years ago, it wasn't exactly clear if it's gonna be for like the German-speaking countries or if it's gonna be a worldwide release or Europe or whatever. And then at some point we got the information it's gonna be released worldwide, and we were like all looking at each other and be like, oh, holy.
So there are, like, if you go to, exactly. So like on Netflix Germany, like there's some titles that are specific that like you can only see in Germany or certain countries, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is all over, I think.
Yeah.
That different shows are popping in different countries. And
with like the rights and the rights and everything. But this one is like everyone gets to see it. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. And I mean, then it was the like happening, and it was released, and all of a sudden my DMs exploded with people texting me from places I've never even heard of.
All around the world, right? That's the Netflix effect, though, Krista. That's the Netflix effect.
It was really, I mean, it's still very overwhelming if you think about it.
Yep.
But everyone was very proud of their work, and I'm just beyond grateful that I have the chance to show my work to, if they want, to everybody in the world. And
yeah,
I think it's an unbelievable experience, kind of.
Oh, absolutely. I also feel like it's one of those things where it happens so quick. Like you mentioned the DMs and everything, you don't really have time to kind of process it. Like it just happens right away, right? Because they drop all the episodes. So what was it like the first couple of days that it was out, like for you and the cast? What was that like?
I mean, for all of, because we're all kind of in the same age.
Yep.
And we have a group on WhatsApp, and we were texting and exchanging some messages, which we got. And it was for all of us, like, it's so surreal, kind of, because I still, for example, when you texted me and you're like, yeah, I'm in Canada. I'm like, holy, how is this possible? Somebody from Canada is texting me that.
Okay, yeah. I will say, though, yeah, I'm Canadian, but Popternative, kind of like Netflix, right? It's very global audience-wise. Yeah. Like, it's a bit deceiving. Like, I'm from Canada, but, a lot of people from the U.S., a lot of people from the U.K., a lot of people from Europe watch and tune in our interviews. So I wanted to point that out. It's deceiving, too, right? Like, you guys are a show from Germany. But you're going to see all the Netflix stats, and I don't know if your agents, your managers tell you this, like, there might be some countries that you wouldn't have even, like, thought of that are, like, Kitz is very popular in those countries compared to others.
Brazil. Like, I don't know if there's even snow in Brazil, but they were, like, people in Brazil were, like, dying for this series, which is insane. But yes, the first couple of days, as I said, DMs were exploding, Instagram, of course, and it was so amazing because so many people texted me as well from my high school times, and from my school times, primary school even, and they were like, oh my God, I haven't seen you in more than 10, 15 years, but wow, you're on Netflix. Congratulations. And
the Netflix effect. It's amazing. It's crazy.
Really, this is the Netflix effect. Yeah.
It's the Netflix effect. It blows my mind. I think it's the best part about content is how global it is. It is insane to me. I am being exposed to so many amazing shows like Kitz from all around the world, and I love it. And I will say right now, you're going to agree with me. These are international shows for a lot of North American viewers. So there is the options of watching it with the subtitles or watching it dubbed. Watch it with subtitles in the original language. I'm telling my viewers, no dubbing.
Just don't.
Don't. Watch it with subtitles. Now, it's interesting. Some shows, they've done the dubs, like their English dubs, like Ragnarok on Netflix. It's Norwegian. They did their English dubs. That wasn't the case for Kitz, right? Like you guys didn't do your own dubs, right?
No, we were actually speaking about it because some of the cast were speaking better or not that good English, and there are some kind of rules or whatever. So
yeah, for sure.
They decided to do it with professional people for English, for I don't know, they were like in so many languages actually.
So if you watch the dub, it is not Krista's voice. It's not Pippa.
No,
not Pippa.
But the
subtitles.
Real Pippa is in German, guys. So
absolutely.
Go for the German version.
And what's it like playing this character? Complex character, kind of seen as kind of like not a good, like not good person sometimes, like a mean character.
Yeah, I mean, I think she's actually a very broke person.
Yeah, misunderstood.
Emotionally very broke because of nobody really understands why she's that way, because it doesn't make sense how she speaks, how she behaves, how she loves her best friend. I'm not gonna say what she did to her best friend because the people have to watch the show.
Kitz on Netflix,
but
streaming now. Sorry. Yeah.
Kids on Netflix. And I feel like she's actually a very sad person. And it was, I kind of would have loved to dig even deeper into the role, but of course Kitz is not only about Pippa, it's about other characters too. So
Oh yeah.
I think there is a very big process, and the time where she's gone, and then in the end she comes back with her new boyfriend, and this is something that she was evolving during that time.
Yeah.
And, you will see.
Oh, absolutely. Before we wrap up, when people get a chance to watch the show on Netflix, what are you hoping they get out of it, takeaway wise? Like, you want them to enjoy it, you want them to be entertained, but like, what else?
So besides of those factors, that I would love for you guys to enjoy the show and to really dive into the characters. I think it has a very meaningful message that we see all the beautiful things on Instagram, social media, TV, whatever media we're using, and it looks beautifully perfect, whatever life, but behind that is a normal person. Yep. And everybody can relate to some of the characters, and this is what makes Kitz so meaningful, that exactly there is for you, me, whoever it is, for your friends, there will be one character for sure that they can relate to, and they can feel what they are feeling, and this is perfectly done, I feel like, in Kitz. And we should remember that Instagram, I'm saying especially Instagram, can be very fake, and we should be grateful for what we have and for the people we have in our surrounding, and this is the most meaningful thing at all, without any doubt.
Absolutely. Krista, thank you so much for coming on Popternative and chatting about Kitz. This was awesome.
Thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed the talk.
Yeah, people can watch the show now on Netflix, and it's available worldwide. And where could people follow you on social media to keep update with everything?
On Instagram, Krista TCHV, the girl with the difficult last name. That's me.
Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes. You're going to be able to catch Krista Tcherneva as Pippa in Kitz, which is available now worldwide on Netflix. Until next time, this is Krista and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.